Welcome to episode 24 of the VEON podcast. Theme song. Do you want to do the theme song?
Do you not have a theme song?
There is no theme song. Do you want to do it? Do it.
Dude. Yeah.
Okay, stop. Stop.
Void.
You know what the thing is? Okay. Let's no more filler, all right? That's just filler at this point. Who are you?
I'm Gabe. I'm Gabriel. Gabe TYJ. I make animations and music on Twitter and YouTube.
Gabe TYJ on YouTube. Animations of the inanimate sort. It's very well, before we get into your stuff, let's just explain how we know each other. How did we actually meet each other? Do you know? I think it was Master Eve.
I think it was through Master Eve. But I saw your name around in like comment sections on a lot of Tally Hall videos.
Right.
So before then, like I knew the Voidion name through like comprehension amalgamation and stuff, and
that's fair enough. I'm not surprised. Because like I saw that you were into Tally Hall because you made that video, right? And so Master Eve, I think on Discord we kind of like interacted a few times, and like the thing is, we know each other, but the basis of our relation is very minimal. Yet we know each other to the extent where we're like, oh hey, you know, I know this. You know, do you realize that? Because we've barely really had. The only other time we've had a video call like this was on Omegle. It was on the.
Oh yeah. That was ages ago.
That was my favorite stream of mine. I went on, for context, on Omegle, and I just called random people, and I had these glasses on, and whenever anyone went into the call and nothing happened, I was just staring at them, and I was like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Those are cool glasses.
Thank you. And we have,
Can you see through those?
Oh no, it's paper, and I colored it green. This was like in 2018 for the Bill Watterson music video. Anyways, we have M&Ms. Gabe just had that M&M in the background, and so I was like, oh, I got one as well. And so, yes.
Yeah, my one doesn't double as a fan, sadly, but...
And this M&M was the reasoning behind last episode's question of the episode, which was, why is the blue M&M superior to the others? From Chris. Chris did that one. And speaking of question of the episode, let's get the question of the episode out of the way for this episode. Get it out of the way completely. What is the question of the episode?
You said that we were just going to talk about stuff.
Okay. Let's continue then. Ben...
We'll get to the question, I'm sure.
Alright, you have this... I don't know if this is going to turn into an interview. It might accidentally, but we'll just roll with it. You have talked with Nelwood and Ben Levin. That is
true.
That's cool to me. I haven't listened to too much of Nelwood, but Ben Levin, he made that album with the one with the brain on as a cover. I forgot what it's called. I'm really sorry, Ben Levin.
Oh, Your Mind Is Wrong.
Is that the title of the album?
Your Mind Is Wrong.
Okay, I thought that was just the title of the track.
I'm not insulting you.
Yeah.
I think it's called Your Mind Is Wrong, or maybe it's Life and Back, actually.
Oh, wait,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably it. And
yeah,
that album, that's a great album, actually. I really enjoyed listening to that. And you got to talk to Ben Levin and Nelwood. How did you... Was it business emails that you got to them?
It was business direct messages on like Instagram and Twitter.
Nice.
I Twitter DM'd Nelwood, and then like that same night he said, yeah, I'm free now, let's do an interview. So I was sort of scrambling to get everything in place. And fun fact about the Nelwood interview, I actually lost my side of the audio.
So you had to redo it.
So I lost my side of the audio because I had like my mic gain turned all the way up because of some glitch, so it was like really loud and unusable. So I had to redub like my parts because I didn't want to like pester Nelwood again.
Great. That's great. And so were they both through Instagram?
Ben Levin was Instagram and Elwood was Twitter.
Oh yes, correct. I think we're gonna. Is there any kind of funny thing to come out of those? Let's just milk everything we can. Anything else to say about those before we get into anything else?
Ben Levin was just really, really nice when, like, before and after the interview, we had, like, 20-minute discussions about just, like, random stuff like Blender and Elon Musk and just random things. And he was such a sweet guy to talk to. And, like, there's a lot of stuff that went into the interview that didn't make the final cut because he got a little political at points, even. Which was it was just really funny.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really happy to interview people, and in the future I would really like to interview. If I want to like throw stuff out into the ether and stuff. In the future, I'd really like to interview Fraxium or Yotam Peril, because they're sort of two of my big inspirations. One is a hyperpop producer, one's an animator.
This is a great segue, actually. So, do you know Drive 47? I think that's a Drive 45.
Drive 45.
Yeah, sorry, I got it wrong.
Yeah, I love Drive 45.
You know how I saw you follow Drive 45 on Twitter. That's how I know. So I discovered Drive 45 in like July, and Drive 45 has a relatively small following with a business email, and my first thought was, holy crap, imagine if I could interview this individual who I really like. Because like, imagine if I send in business email and like, hey, do you want an interview? Like, what are the chances of Drive 45 saying no? Okay, I could, and Drive 45's stuff is just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Okay, I really enjoy it. And when I watch his stuff, the thing I think is, oh my god, I could potentially interact with this individual in a friendly context, and it would be great, you know? So I would really like to do a interview. I'm going to start a new show called Stav Chats, because my nickname last name is Stav, like, you know, John Stav. So it'd be like an interview thing. And I don't know if I should just make him the first episode or if I should just have something else to send as a reference. So like, I mean, Gabe, if you want, you can do a Stav Chat if you want. But like, this is technically, that would be in the interview. This is a random conversation, you know, so.
Yeah.
If you're, yes, because maybe as a reference. I'm also going to do, probably A Fish's Paradise. Do you know? Oh, wait, no, you wouldn't. That's, someone named Caden, who I'm friends with, and I voice act Tyler Green in the show Arcade Harmonics. Okay, this is supposed to be a two-person conversation. I'm sorry. I ramble a lot.
No, it's fine. I think rambling is awesome.
Yes.
I think like it's like conversations are just like a turn-based combat type thing. So like
that's amazing. That's amazing.
So it's like a competition of who can hold the other's attention longest before they want to butt in, and you've got me under your control. So
that's amazing.
That's a.
Well, look, I'll give you an opportunity to talk a bit. Do you want to talk about your style a bit? Because I see you styling over there. I didn't know you were going to show up like this. I really like it. You've got, like, the scarf going on and the hair.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to talk about
that? I really like clothes. I've been wearing them all my life.
Wow.
I've gotten into makeup recently, and I really like the idea of putting stuff on my face to make me look cool. I just sort of throw stuff at the wall until I get something that sticks, and then I repeat that.
Yes.
And I'm very inspired. My visual style is very inspired by Fraxium, who I've mentioned before, and they do a lot of weird stuff all over their face, and I'm right now I'm just a shameful copy of that, but I'm hoping to develop my own style soon.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you reckon in the future in your videos you'll have like more of like your actual face and stuff, or will it just continue to always be?
I've wanted to do that.
Yeah, because I can see you've got like a setup here. You showed me a lights before we started. Gabe has.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, look at that. So it seems like you got some equipment going on, you know.
Yeah.
And let's talk more about your. Unless you don't have anything else to say about that, let's talk about your animations a bit more.
Sure.
I guess this has just turned into a stab chat, but whatever. So we've got your latest one was the one with the car, and the character went to a restaurant, a fast food restaurant, right? That's
McDonald's.
Yeah, that's do you want to talk about that at all? Do you want to tell people about that? Just everyone watch it, come back to this, and now you get some BTS speaking.
I love BTS, favorite band.
Oh God.
Yeah. So I made that animation on my iPad because like with this app called Rough Animator, and I also used iMovie to edit it and stuff. Just to see, like, I was away from my setup because I was on a holiday with my family. So I made that on my little iPad just to test if I could, and it sort of struck a chord with people on social media. Like, it got a lot. It's like my most liked original thing on Twitter.
How many likes has it got?
A friend. Let me check. I think it's pinned on my profile. It's got 1,500 likes on Twitter.
Ooh.
And a friend of mine runs this meme page on Instagram called like Inhale My Wasps, and
okay.
It's got like a few thousand followers, and I asked them to repost it there because I love likes and I love followers.
Yes.
So I'm wrapped up in numbers.
Yes.
And they reposted it there, and it got me like to 1,000 Instagram followers and stuff.
Nice.
And I'm glad that I have all these connections and everything. It's cool.
That is very cool indeed, you know? But speaking of popularity, let's talk about your most viewed YouTube video.
Oh.
It is truly something. It is the Fanboy and Chum Chum existentialism analysis video essay. It's amazing. What do you have to say about it?
It was written by me and my older brother because he was sort of looking into a lot of philosophy and stuff at the time, and I was watching a lot of stupid video essays like why Shrek 2 is a hidden masterpiece and all that, you know, like Shefrillis Productions, like looking, and I really like the idea of looking deeply into something. So we just sort of tried to look like, it was mostly my older brother Zach that wrote it and stuff. I handled the editing. My older brother Zach also voiced it. But I think it was just sort of timed really well with like the Fanboy and Chum Chum memes that were happening.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah, I still get views on it, and I still get comments on it from idiots saying, "There's no way this can be real."
Oh my God. Do people actually say that?
I'm surprised how well. Yeah, no, people genuinely think that, like, people are like, aren't they looking a bit too deep into this?
Oh my
and it's
God. Dude, why? It's obviously...
There are even people... Yeah. I love the internet.
What are you going to say? There are even people...
There are even people who will be like, wow, I didn't know that I'd learned something from this video. And it's just like...
That's incredible. Holy crap.
One of my favorite comments... Sorry.
No, you go.
One of my favorite comments was someone just commented not true, and I thought it was so funny that I pinned it, and now people reply to that comment saying, "You idiot, it's obviously satire." And just seeing everyone get mad about this stupid video. Like,
holy crap, that's amazing. Dude, that's amazing. Two things. One, I snickered a bit when Gabe said, "Oh, Shrek 2 is a hidden gem." I snickered a bit. People will think, "Oh, John snickered because he thinks that Shrek 2 isn't a hidden masterpiece." Well, it's a good film. It's great. So I'm not going to dispute that claim.
It is, yeah.
And two, that reminds me, I'm planning on making my own video essay about Jack in the Box. Do you know what that is?
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is an American fast food restaurant chain, It's not in Australia as far as I know. Is it in South America?
South Africa.
That's what I said.
Where I live.
That's what I said, actually. That's what I said. That's what I said.
The country of South America.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It is not. No, it's not.
Alright, cool. So basically, I'm gonna make a video essay about how the commercials represent commercialism within the fictional universe, not just because they're commercials, but because the characters, they intertwine with how commercialism works and stuff. And I will get into it will seem jokey, but like I like to look deeply into things, and it's like it's fun. So whatever. So I don't know when they'll come out.
Yeah.
In terms of making stuff, I've recently finished The Concrete Club, the scripted special, which is my media film for media class, which will also be released on, I think, August 30th. Sounds like a good date to release it. And I don't really know what to make right now. I've had a bunch of ideas, but I have my school camera here. Whoops. It's like, it has good quality, and I want to utilize it as much as I can before I have to return it. And I'm guessing I have to return it before September 13th, which is when I graduate from high school, because I'm doing non-SCOD, and I'd have to do term 4 as well, but I'm only doing term 3 to finish it off, you know? So I guess I got not too much time until I can utilize it fully, and I feel like I can do like something like a cool short film, because the scripted special had like elements where it looked like it'd be a cool short film thing, but it's like dumb anyway. I don't know. What? Say something, because I talk too much.
No, so what, are you like doing some sort of like film course in your high school or something? What's
media,
that about?
yeah, media is like, you can do film stuff. You can like make your own short film and stuff. Basically, you can choose, okay, do you want to do like a podcast or a short? Everyone does short film anyway. So, except this guy named Lockie, he's doing animation because.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, that is sweet, but it's a lot more work for school. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like some kind of mental masochism. You know, I don't know, dude. Because like the amount of stuff you have to do for like a folio subject, it's just gonna increase tenfold. The amount of stuff that I can get away with though, because I'm doing non-SCOD, it's crazy. You know, and I don't care anyway. How do you feel about non-SCOD?
What's
it's
what's
basically just you don't do exams, and
whoa,
yeah, and you basically, I don't think you get like a score or something at the end, and you don't get a ATAR, which is what the Australian thing is for like a final score, I think. And I think my options for universities are limited, but I think I can do like an undergraduate thing, which is whatever. I mean, I don't know what my future holds, if I'm being completely honest, but we'll just see what happens. Here's something I want to mention in regards to this. I want to talk about the philosophy of making creative projects despite not being too popular. You know? Do you ever get like that when you make stuff and you release stuff and you think you put a lot of work into it, but it's not like as popular as a video of like a duck's head exploding or something? You know, do you ever think like that?
I do. And I think that I realized that the internet will sort of always favor like short-term gratification and stuff. Like a lot of the time the internet isn't really looking for some big series that they can invest their time in. They want to see like a meme or something, and they want to see just something that'll give them entertainment fast. So like you can invest all your time in these long projects and stuff, but at the end of the day, the thing that's going to like make them laugh is what's going to get popular. So I just want to go like, stuff that. I'm going to work on what I want and have all of the people that find me through my stupid memes. Like, not all of them will come to my long form stuff, but a couple will, and I'm pretty okay with that. I'd rather just have like a few dedicated fans, or like I hate people saying they hate the word fan, but I also hate the word fan. It's a bad word. I get wrapped up in using it, but
I hate people who say I hate people using the word fan. So I hate you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But
I say viewers. That's what I say because it's like it's
yeah,
neutral.
viewers. Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, like yeah, just have a few dedicated watchers, or even just no watchers. I got really wrapped up in the numbers in the past, but now I'm just sort of working hard on secret projects
Ooh.
that will be done in months to come, and I'm not worrying about the algorithm.
Yeah, and it's been prophesized that one of your projects will include me as a voice actor, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, not the first episode, but that's giving away stuff.
Ooh.
But but yeah, I have roles in mind for you. I like Australian accents and stuff.
Thank you very much.
You've got a good voice.
Thank you. All right. Before we get into this, we'll talk about voice acting real quick. But before that, I mean, first let me talk about. In terms of me, I think I'm okay with not too big of a follower base, like, because I already know I'm basically doomed from the start. Because if you've seen my channel and you've seen some of my videos, it's quite apparent that I just make whatever I want, you know, and I don't exactly like stick to one thing. So it's like I will just do whatever I want, and I'll just whoever is into that. I don't really have when it comes to marketing. People have like, oh, is this catering towards like teenagers or whatever? The people I cater to are people who are like me, I guess, who would watch this stuff and just enjoy it, you know? So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I'll continue existing. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. I'll continue existing. It's fine. In terms of voice acting, I really enjoy the idea of voice acting for stuff. So I really appreciate you giving me a role and stuff. That's really cool. This guy named Baglets is gonna have me voice act a character in like an animated thing, and it's just because we're friends. Like, it wasn't like a rudimentary like process for auditioning. He was like, all right, well, I guess your voice can be used. So, and that's really cool because there's this website called like Casting Call Club, and it's like a place where you can go and you audition for stuff with voice acting, and everyone there is just so good. I have a very specific voice, I guess, when it comes to my. I would love to play. I guess I'd be good at playing a snarky character, which would you know, but like, I can't even do any other accents besides Australian. Let me try American. Back in '89, I got my pistol. Got it from over there, and I like to shoot at the people. I shoot at the people.
That's like a Psychic Pebbles Chris Chan voice.
Yes.
There's something there.
God.
There's something there that like it's not American, but it's something.
I was trying for like a southerner kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Back in '89, got my pistol. Oh, I like to shoot at them people who run away from me. I don't know. If it's Chris Chan, I love Chris Chan. Oh wait, I can't say that. Yeah. I don't love Chris Chan.
Let's not even get into that.
Okay, no. Wait. I don't love Chris Chan. I love what the entertainment that Chris Chan brings, not necessarily the specific actions of you know, of the events that have taken place.
I just want to see how it all unfolds.
Here's what I think. Write this down, everyone. Barbara doesn't actually have dementia, like everyone says she does. It's not confirmed.
I don't think we should be talking about that.
Okay, fine. Let's not talk about this.
There's plenty of stuff to say.
Let's not talk about this. It's too much.
I do just want to say that like when it did all go down, everyone was like joking about it a lot, and it made me feel really gross because it is like a big problem issue, and people on Twitter were all just like, I don't know. It felt like if it was anyone else, it would be treated as some big serious topic.
Yeah.
But because it was Chris Chan, everyone was joking about this disgusting, heinous action.
That's a good point, actually. I mean, yeah, because it's Chris Chan. I mean, if it was someone like, I don't know, insert name here, then
Yeah, let's not name anyone specific.
Yeah, I realized as I was speaking, I had one of those moments when your mouth moves and then you're like, wait a second. That's Don't you just love conversation? What's an awkward conversation you've had recently? What's an just make a story. Give us a story.
Okay, I don't know if this counts as like a conversation. It was more of an interaction. But I went like thrift shopping with my friends just yesterday actually, and I saw this mannequin that was like dressed up really ridiculously, like with a pink frizzy afro and like neon clothes and stuff. And I thought that my friend Emily was like in front of me. So I pointed at the mannequin and I pointed at this girl in front of me and I went like, oh. Like I didn't say anything. I just went like, oh. And then it just wasn't Emily. And I realized, and then I just like nodded and went, and I walked away, but then I saw that girl again, and she was like, "Oh, I really like your makeup and stuff." But it was like she had cool makeup too, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I like your hair." And then we just sort of walked away from each other, and it's
I love that.
The weirdest thing.
I love that because you were just like, just this random person next to you. And then you meet up again and you compliment each other. What the frick?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's like they don't know what I meant by that. I pointed at them and then at the mannequin and went, oh.
It's like a monkey or something. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. I'm trying my best to not talk about myself too much because we have you here. That's the thing.
No, I want to hear it.
Okay. About me. As you can see, I've had facial hair. I'm having facial hair. And that's because in my life, in the city of Melbourne right now, which is where I live, I don't live in the city, I live in Melbourne. But basically, lockdown is happening over here. And it's been happening since like early August, early to mid-August, somewhere around there. I don't even remember when it started. But like, at my school, you have to shave, because it's like we have like school uniforms as well. I don't know. I think the shaving is because it's like, oh, your image or whatever. Whatever. And basically, I've been able to grow my beard out, so this is what I would look like. And if lockdown gets extended to after September 13th, when I'm supposed to graduate, that would just be the weirdest conclusion ever, because I've already finished physical school, and my life has evolved. That'd be so weird. Holy crap. How's your schooling going? How's your academia? If you want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm back in real life school, and I'm really happy that there are no dress codes or anything at my cool like progressive gay school for gay people.
I feel
so I get to wear what
I can't believe this. I'm gonna fly to South Africa just to go to your school, so I can be there and be like, "Oh, hi, Gabe. Were you bragging? Were you bragging about your school? I'm here now. Look at my clothing. I'm wearing a uniform outfit." I would do that just to spite you.
Yeah, so I'm glad I don't have to deal with dress codes or like hair length thingies anymore. And I'm sort of tired of school, like in general, like it sort of gets in the way of me doing animation work and stuff. Like, I think my dog's at the door.
Oh, that's right.
But yeah, it's sort of, I realize that this is just a boring tangent to go down with. It's meaningless, but yeah, let's move on.
Cool. You can talk about whatever you want. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just there's not much there.
That's fair enough.
It's like teenager is bored of school. Like who would have guessed?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about? Do you have anything in mind at all, or do you want me to do something?
Let me think. I swear I had topics in mind, but now I'm drawing a blank the second you ask me.
That is all good. We can just.
Yeah, I think we'll come back to stuff.
We'll come back to your mind when it decides to help you out.
Yeah.
Just like the track "Your Mind Is Wrong" by Ben Levin. We brought it back.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I am a genius.
Roll credits.
Yes. I can try and show some stuff. Like this. This is pretty. My audience is just a bunch of dogs. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Do you have anything? Look at that.
Have anything with me?
Look at this.
Oh, wait. I got this guy.
What is that?
It's like a mannequin head that I bought at this like super cheap plastic store.
Oh.
That one night my friends came over, and with my friends we like to do a lot of stupid makeup looks and just make ourselves look crazy and insane.
And then you did that.
And they ended up painting this thing without my knowledge.
That's
and
correct.
I only found out a couple hours later, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like,
they should have just put it in like the bed sheets of your bed, and so it'd be like The Godfather, you know. That would have been good.
Yeah.
But
The Godfather.
Yes. Let's talk about Germa985. Do you know who Germa985 is? He's a streamer.
I think. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I know Jama.
Okay. You should watch.
I don't watch him.
Okay. You need to.
There's the dollhouse stuff happening.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna mention.
It seems incredible.
Oh yeah, it was. All right. Here's some context for everyone. Basically, this individual named Germa985 did 3 streams in which you can control his actions by saying, "Oh, go outside and work out" or something. It would be like The Sims, and it was in like a giant fake house with like studio level cameras and everything, and it was incredible. The second one was my favorite stream of all time. Everyone check it out. This is just a random what's the word, shout out. This is a random shout out. Do you have anyone you want to shout out, Gabe?
Anyone I want to shout out? Well, I really appreciate you shouting out to Germa. I think that with our few listeners here, you'll really add a lot.
What are you gonna do?
No. There's someone that I do actually really want to shout out who is incredibly underrated. They've been my friend for years, and I've like used their music in a lot of my stuff. And their name is Flying Squid.
I remember this person. Because I've seen the name.
I did a music video for them recently.
Yeah.
And they do a lot of alternative sort of like punk guitar stuff nowadays. They just put out a new EP, and it gets like they get like no listeners or anything because they don't really make much of an effort to advertise their stuff. But I think they're really cool.
Yeah.
And if you could like, I'll send you one of their songs afterwards, and if you could like,
I will. I'll listen to it.
Play it here. Yeah.
Well, the thing with
listen to it or play it.
The thing with my editing.
Do you edit these?
I like to keep it authentic, and just like
chill.
Whatever we do. So like, I can tell everyone to go and listen to Flying Squid, and yeah. And speaking of Flying Squid, I feel like whenever I find someone with like a low amount of like views or subscribers or anything, and they make like really cool stuff, in my mind I'm always thinking it'd be really cool if I could interact with this individual who is really cool, and we could really, you know, like even with like, I think you made a podcast with Eth and 2 other people, right?
Yeah, Krem and Mateo.
Yeah, like when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, 2 other people who are interacting with these 2 other people I know. Imagine if I were to know them. Imagine if I were going to the podcast. Like that's what I think, and that's probably where
shame.
That's a mentality I get when I want to interview Drive 45. I have a drive to interview Drive 45. So like the thing is, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's my mind, and I guess a lot of people feel the same way because you also feel that way because you confirmed it like 45 seconds ago. It's really cool.
I think it's just like about human connection and stuff, and it's like you naturally want to form connections with people who you find cool, and it's a lot easier to do that if you find small creators cool.
Yes, exactly.
Like that's why a lot of like unhealthy like I forget the name now, but like
Parasocial.
all the parasocial stuff like that can happen really easily online because people want to be friends with people who they find cool, and so you get all the dream stuff on Twitter and TikTok.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I agree.
And I do think that I'm sort of drawn to habits like that, so I'm happy that I'm not into very many big people, and like I can control my urge a lot of the time. Like I don't want to come off as weird to anyone, so I don't interact with as many people as I'd like to. Like I'm mutuals with a lot of people like Miles John and stuff, and I'd like to work with them and everything, but I also don't want to come off as clingy or anything. So
that's fair enough. I think
it's a balance.
I don't all things considered, I have like a whole bunch of internet friends, but I'm not sure if I have like a giant squadron of like creators like us who I know, I guess, from the internet. I know you, Master Eth, A Fisher's Paradise, and insert other names here. Also, like a bunch of people in my server who I talk to a lot, who are active. Like they make stuff as well, I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, just yeah. Loneliness, it causes people.
Yeah.
To.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd like to meet more people online and stuff.
Yes.
But I'm also making friends in the real world, which I think is important.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I'm sorry to rub that in your face with lockdown and stuff. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, I think I hate how often people say it, but like if you're able to get off the internet, like it's a cliche, but the more interactions you can have offline, the more stable you'll generally be, I think.
This is an interesting thing to talk about because I've been thinking lately, you know, like 50 years ago, people were generally like happier, you reckon, right? Because I think there's been stats.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know for certainty, but like it's been said a bunch nowadays that like younger people are getting depressed easier and stuff like that. You know, and
yeah.
I guess it's kind of obvious that's because of like the internet and stuff, you know. And
it's because of a lot of other factors, I'd say, too.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, that's fine. But like,
yeah, the internet's a big part.
It's interesting to think how something that can connect everyone. I know a bunch of people have already said this, but you know what? It's the internet, something that can connect everyone. It makes you maybe not even that connected. Oh no.
Yeah.
It's
a good voice switch. You got really low there.
This is why you should hire me for your voice acting work, everyone who's listening. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. With me, I think physical school is the epitome of my social life, I reckon. But now that that's gone,
yeah.
I mean, I'm doing alright, but you know, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, there's like this and this alone and nothing else. This cube. But yeah, Did you want to say something? Or nah?
I think just like going back to the like people were generally sadder in the 50s thing, I think people were like a lot more prone to hiding their emotions back then as well too.
Oh, definitely.
So if they were surveyed, like I don't know, I think that there are like a lot of stuff that there's a lot of stuff that goes into everything, and everything is really complicated, and there's something about surveys that gets under my skin. I don't know why. It's like I know that they can't show everything, like show all the statistics accurately, and that sort of annoys me for some reason. Like, why can't these surveys be 100% accurate for every single person in the world? That's a weird tangent to go down. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Look, I will say, you know, like in the 50s and 60s, like people could get repressed easier than nowadays, I reckon. And there's factors with like every decade as well, and it just I feel like loneliness and sadness and badness molds around the times, and as well as the positives as well. But that's just human beings, really. So I guess I don't know. You know, things are gonna still be bad and good in the future. It's just because of how human beings are as we decide to evolve. The way I said that, it sounds like I'm against people evolving because I said decide to evolve. But no, I don't think we should just end ourselves. I think we should continue on, and then we can do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, people really...
And that'll happen.
Yeah, people really want, like, Elon Musk to make, like, real-life anime cat girls and stuff. Like, I'm personally... I'm not
stupid.
I'm not, signing up for that, personally. But, like... That's something in the future that could potentially happen, you know. Oh god, imagine if you could just materialize just like freaking anything. That wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, you know, because you could just you could materialize like a midget Adolf Hitler and then just like run around and do. It's like what you could.
Yeah.
What you have to say?
I mean, I think like that would come with. I think we're very far away from, like, augmented reality being popular and stuff, because, like, we're very far away from virtual reality getting popular, and I think augmented reality only really comes after that. But I do think that at some point that will play a big role in the human experience. But that sounds like such an old person thing to say.
That's fine.
Like, I don't know.
It's fine.
Maybe the virtual and real will always be separate. Maybe people will realize that that's probably a good idea. But I do think that there will be some point, even if it's just like a trend, where you can materialize a, like, you know, digital midget Hitler in front of you. Like, that will appear real to anyone with the tech to make them see the midget Hitler in front of them. Like, I don't know, whether it's Google goggles or whatever. Not Google goggles.
Yeah.
But
this has been like thought about before, like with the various fictional science fiction stuff like Ready Player One or whatever, you know. So I mean, but that is just like pre-existing things, but like what we're talking about is kind of like making whatever. So yes. What should the question of the episode be? Do you have any idea?
We're like 40 minutes in and we're coming up with the question of the episode.
What do you can you remember what the topics you want to ask if you don't want to do the question of the episode?
I think I've sort of gone through everything, and I've gone down a lot of weird rabbit holes about surveys and augmented reality. Why do you let me speak? Why do you not just cut me off?
Well, I like to be a conversationalist, you know. In real life, I like to have fun with people when I speak. There's a sort of kitschy quality to how I am when I present myself, and I like to have fun. And you might think, speaking to me without knowing me, that I'm like an extrovert, but really internally, I am like an introvert. When it comes to like being an ambivert, people will say to me, "Oh, maybe you're like an ambivert or something." I think I lean more towards introvert, so that's why I say I'm an introvert. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah. I think I'm sort of the same. Like, I can talk for hours, but I'll regret talking for hours because it'll, like, tire me out extremely. Like, I think one of the main differences is just that, like, extroverts will get energy from talking with people and introverts will get energy from being alone.
Exactly.
But I don't think that really necessarily always coincides with how social you are and how much you like it sort of does, but like there are always going to be like outliers and stuff. So I think I read online someone called themselves a loud introvert, and I think I identify with that.
That's cool. That's cool. I also think, what was I gonna say? Gabe, do something with your hair while I try to think about what I was gonna say. Now I forgot what I was going to say even more. Oh my gosh.
Because you're looking at my luscious, unwashed locks.
Yeah. Do you remember when I had long hair? Do you actually...
I do. You look good.
Thank you.
I think I can think of that. Yeah.
I got my hair cut because it was like something different this year, and it was for my character, for the Concrete Club. Oh, what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's what I was gonna say. So, in my server, someone by the name of Maria actually said, "Oh, well, you did the Dean Wiedestar video. I don't know if you've seen that, but I do a video where I go into the market and I play this character named Dean Wiedestar, and I'm like, I interview people, and I'm like, what's your favorite? Do you like indie music?" And I ask like random strangers just the most absurd questions.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's only one video where I do that. I'm gonna make more whenever I feel like it, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah.
That's what I should use the school camera for. Holy crap. I cracked the case.
That's cool.
Anyways, so I do that, and that could be like, oh, well, you go out and you do this to people. Well, I think I have the ability to just present myself in an extroverted manner, but I can be an introvert. So yeah. That's it.
So it's like a sort of like a Tim and Eric, Dr. Steve Brule, or like Eric Andre type. Just
it isn't exactly like
I
the
haven't
same
seen
character.
it, but
it's not exactly the same character.
Yeah, but it's like a similar concept.
Yes, Tim and Eric. They came to Australia last year, I think, but I did not go.
They did?
Yeah, but I didn't for like a tour. I didn't go because like I saw the pricing for the tickets, and I'm a stingy.
Oh yeah.
I'm a stingy guy, so like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I was a bigger fan of them, I would have gone. But I haven't seen too much of their stuff. How much of their stuff have you seen?
I sort of I haven't seen all their stuff, but I like keep up with their stuff. Like they just put out a show called Beef House on Adult Swim, which is like it's a parody of like sitcoms. It's like 6 episodes, and it's about Tim and Eric and like Eric's fake wife living with like 6 old men and like a little kid, and it's never explained like how they're related or anything, but it's called The Beef House, and it's just ridiculous.
I gotta see that.
And it's really funny.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And then there's a person who's like edited for them a lot in the past, and like who's edited for Sacha Baron Cohen by the name of Vera Drew. And have you heard of The People's Joker?
I have not. I apologize.
Alright, no, that's fine. So, Vera Drew is like an editor for Tim and Eric and sometimes Sacha Baron Cohen and like other people. She's like a comedic editor who's been at it for years. And she's busy making a film called The People's Joker. And it's like a big alternate universe Joker fan fiction film with like 100 people working on it and making assets and stuff. And it's about the Joker being trans. And
That's
it's
incredible.
just like a complete... It's a really stupid queer coming-of-age film. And I asked to be on it because you could like apply to be on it in like last year, January or something. And now, like a few months ago, she wrote me back and said, yeah, here's all your stuff that you got to do for this sum of money. And this is like my first paid gig, and Tim Heidecker's in the film apparently.
Oh my god. That is incredible.
I'm really happy.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say now. That's great. Did you have like a portfolio of like your animation stuff?
I should definitely put one together, but at the time I just sort of linked my YouTube channel and stuff and like my social medias. But I do think that it's very important to have a portfolio if you're reaching out in any way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. That's just really cool. Like you're working on like this big thing that Tim Heidecker's in with this esteemed editor.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I have two things to say.
She's cool.
Yeah, I have 2 things to say. First of all, speaking of Sacha Baron Cohen, right? Yeah?
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen, I think.
Have you heard of one of his films? It's called like the Brothers Grimsby or something. Have you heard of that film?
I've heard of the film, and I think I watched it when I was like really little, but I never like I haven't seen it properly.
Okay, don't watch it because in in January of this year for Australia Day, my friend Chris from the Concrete Club, he invited me over.
There's Australia Day?
Yeah, Australia Day. And basically, I think this other guy named Will was there, and he was like, what do you guys want to watch? Do you want to watch like this film called The Brothers Grimsby by Sacha? And I guess we watched... I was on my phone for like the first 20 minutes, and I was watching it occasionally, and this has just turned into a rant, I'm sorry. But basically, this is his worst film, because he's trying too hard to be edgy, and trying too hard to make you laugh, and it isn't funny, actually. There's a fun fact for you right there. It isn't funny, and he's just trying too hard to be edgy. That's all I will say it for now. I will not go into it deeper.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. Second of all...
Okay, I won't.
I've noticed in the background, I'm sorry, but above your like bed, there's like a page of written text above your bed. And it looks like a page of text framed. What is that, if I may ask?
It's I don't know, it's just like art and stuff. It's like we're a very artsy family. I think it's like just like a receipt that's like from like the really old receipt times before we had receipt printers. That's just been like painted and printed.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's nothing too interesting.
God, I wish my family was artsy to print receipts. But oh well, I gotta stick to the art that's close to me.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm much more into the absurd and funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to talk about? I can go on for like hours.
Yeah.
I don't know when you want to end this, but I can go until like whenever.
Yeah. How do you end a podcast? Like let's talk about that.
I've done 23 episodes before this, and I think usually it ends. I don't even know. Sometimes it's more absurd.
Yeah.
It's more absurd than other times, where it's like, I don't know. We after like a random song. Chris, like this is part 23. Episode 23. Chris, we did a random song, and Chris was like, "Goodbye, have a beautiful time," and he just held on that one note, and then it just cut. So you know, anything can happen.
That's good.
Anything can happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. And it just ends now. After
No, okay.
It's not actually.
That's good.
It's not actually, unless it is. No, there's no way. We have to talk about something important to ensure that it won't end right now.
Did it not end there?
It did not. I'm actually telling you. I don't. Wait, no. This isn't a bit.
We have to talk about. Yeah, I don't know what's real anymore.
No. I'm a stickler for the English language. This is literally not a bit. There we go. Now it's set in stone. I said the word literally in the correct context, so it hasn't ended. That's confirmation. That's something you can say to people. Oh, here's something else I want to say to people. If I'm alone in public and someone comes up to me, some stranger, and starts talking to me, I'll just be like, "Wait, you can see me?" And then I'll run away.
What?
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's incredible.
That's what I'm gonna do one day.
That's incredible.
If just some random person talks to me, I'm gonna do that. I can't wait. That's something you would do as well.
Like, I would. I mean, I haven't thought about that, but like that's something that they'll think about for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
They'll think about when they try.
Who
to
was
talk
that?
About
What the heck?
There's like a little schizophrenic 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Are you 16? What is your age?
I am 18. Fun fact.
Oh.
In July, I turned 18.
That's cool.
Yeah. And you know what the weird thing about that? It doesn't even feel different for me. This is the second year in a row I've had a lockdown birthday. So I couldn't even really like celebrate, I guess. But I mean, I feel like I should do more stuff with my life, to be completely honest. So, you know, I mean, I'm this age now, and how many stuff have I made to show for oh wow, I've done so many cool things as a teenager.
I think you've made a lot of stuff.
Do you think?
I think you've made a lot of stuff.
That reassures me.
Yeah.
That because I have thoughts like that like constantly. Because a lot of the time I'm not even working on stuff. I guess I have the self-validation saga, which is like every day I rate a day from 0 to 5 in terms of productivity, and I'm still doing that since February this year. I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna try harder. I'm gonna make a new project, because nothing is on the burner now. I have a few random ideas, but maybe I can focus on something, and just work on stuff. But breaks are good as well. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that if you're like happy not working, then you don't really need to force it all the time. Like, unless you're really dead set on getting something out, like, for me, it's hard to be happy when I'm not working on something. But if you're able to just chill, which I can do sometimes, I relish in that. I relish in chilling.
It's like what John Lennon said.
Yeah.
I think he said, time wasted, time you spent wasting and enjoyed wasn't time wasted, or something like that. I think that's along those lines. So, yes. But the thing with me is that when it comes to not even working, I feel like I need to improve that even, because I don't even watch movies or play video games, but I do listen to music because of how easy it is to do that. And I don't even know, like, my living room gets used a lot, so I guess I don't know, but maybe what I should do is that whenever I stay up in like the AMs, I'll play like my Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic, and I want to play Super Mario RPG, which is a great game. How do you feel? How many like entertainment art stuff do you listen to, like with freaking music and like TV and like video games and stuff?
Sorry, my mom's yelling at the dogs.
That's alright.
I don't play all that many video games anymore, actually. I just sort of fell out of love with them. Like, the most I play is like Minecraft or like Jackbox, and that's also very rare. So really, I listen to a lot of music, and I find that like when I'm tired of making stuff, I just end up making music. So like when I'm tired of making stuff, I end up making more stuff. And
wow.
Music, because of that, I've sort of like interpreted making music as like a guilty pleasure, even though it's like not.
Yeah.
But so like in my downtime, I sometimes watch movies with my parents mostly, or if it's a movie that I really want to watch, like at that moment, I like watch it on my phone in bed. I watched some TV shows. I just watched Breaking Bad, which was really good. And I'm rewatching Steven Universe, which isn't very good.
You don't think it's good?
It's very mixed. Like, you can tell, like, it goes through very serious ups and downs.
I haven't with Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Oh, are we still talking? Oh,
yeah, that's pretty much it. And I watch a lot of YouTube. I like video essays, and I like ContraPoints, and
I've been meaning to watch ContraPoints because I love video essays as well.
She's so good.
Yeah, but here's what I was gonna mention.
She's really good.
Yeah. So Steven Universe. I don't. I'm up. I haven't seen season like 5. I think I haven't seen.
That's the last one, I think.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last one. Here's what I will say. I've seen like the first 2 seasons, like I think twice in total, and I've seen seasons 3 and 4 once. You know, from my memory, I think I like it, but like I can see what you mean. Where I can see where the criticism comes from, really. But I mean, I can be pretty casual when it comes to consuming media. Like, I can just enjoy things really easily, but like at the same time, I can also flip a switch where I get like a critical mind, and then I can like actually like review.
Yeah.
That's how I review video games. Like, because like I can just turn that off, and I can just enjoy anything. And like, you know, Steven Universe, I think I can understand where people will come from when criticizing the bad qualities, but like, I like the positive qualities of it. Like, the whole show, I can kind of get like, I can kind of really appreciate the world of it, you know? I can kind of like appreciate like,
Yeah.
you know, like the beach side town. I really like that kind of like location, and it's like, it's just cool. So it's yeah.
One thing that I'd really like to mention that's like interesting, like I like Steven Universe, and I really liked it when I was younger, and I think that coming back to it and not liking it as much has affected my thoughts on it. But
that's fair enough.
Yeah, like I hyped it I hyped it up a lot. But I really like how like no one really reacts too strongly to finding out that aliens exist. Like, everyone's just sort of really chill about the existence of aliens.
Yeah.
Which, like, there could be multiple reasons for that. But there's something really nice and new about that. Like
that's a great point.
It's neat.
That is a great point, actually. Because, I mean, usually in fiction, I guess when aliens get revealed, like friggin' E.T., the kid was trying to hide that thing, you know? But, like, that's actually a really good point, which I wish I could add on. But I can't, so I'll just continue talking about the basis of it in hopes that I will appear as if I am adding to it. No, I can. People should write stuff like that more. I can't really think of any other... I can't think of any other examples with that, you know? Well, maybe there's... I can probably think of some, but I can't... Not... I don't know. It's just... It's a good vibe, bro.
Yeah, and it's like no one really cares that much. Like, there's something really nice about that. And then there is the one episode where there's like Greg's brother or something. I don't know if you've seen it.
I think it's
like,
the business guy, right? Is he the business?
No, he's like some... he flies a plane or something.
Which season?
I don't know. Greg's... I think it might be season 5, actually.
Okay.
It's like a Thanksgiving special. But Greg's brother comes to town, and he sort of like reacts super like strongly to the existence of aliens and stuff. And yeah, that was what made me realize that no one has cared really, and except for maybe Ronaldo. But even then, it's like, and it makes you wonder if like, do they care because it's like just normalized because the world has been populated by aliens forever, or do they just not care because like maybe humans wouldn't care all that much? Like, who knows?
Human beings are attracted to aliens, some of them. So, you know what? On the subject of Ronaldo, though, people really don't like Ronaldo. But what I will say, I don't mind Ronaldo. It's whatever. I think his voice can make for some...
His voice is funny.
Yeah, it can make for some funny lines, I think. So, what's another show we can talk about? We can talk about...
I really like Adventure Time. I really like Adventure Time.
Watch this. Look at it. Oh, my wooden sticks just fell. Anyways, look at this.
Are those DVDs?
Yeah, look at how cool I am. Commercialism.
Yeah. Yeah. Those look nice. They're like 3D and stuff.
Oh, wait, look. No, just wait until you... I'm basically just selling these at this point. I'm basically, like, marketing these. You should buy...
Ooh.
You should buy Adventure Times DVDs.
How many seasons are there on there? Or like how many episodes? Oh geez. Oh, it's all of his insides. That's awesome.
Yeah. This is season 1. And the Ice King is season 2. Do you want to see the Ice King's brain? I'm basically just doing show and tell.
Yeah. Is it... Yeah, I'd love to.
It's icy. It's like an icy... It's like an icy thing. It's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. DVDs.
DVDs are cool.
They can be cool, yes. I also have seasons 1 to 4 of Steven Universe, which we just talked about. And I also have...
Oh, yeah.
Do you know Over the Garden Wall? I have that as well.
I love Over the Garden Wall. That's awesome.
I really love it. For a long time, and maybe even still now, Over the Garden Wall was like my favorite... Like, maybe show in general, or maybe just animated show. But it's...
Yeah.
I think I can still call it my favorite animated show. Because, I mean... Because I can. Maybe objectively...
Yeah.
Objectively, maybe Adventure Time is better. Because because it's grander, it has more stuff, whatever. Maybe objectively, but subjectively, I can just be like, well, I like this show a lot, so that's my favorite, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love Over the Garden Wall. But I think I do have a very big connection to Adventure Time. I don't have it with me right now, but downstairs I have a copy of the Enchiridion, which is... It's different to the Enchiridion in the show, and it's non-canon, but it's neat. And it's like a mixed book called like Marcy's Super Secret Scrapbook.
I think I remember
So it documents the life of... Yeah, it documents the life of Marceline. On one side, it's Marceline's scrapbook, and then on the other side, it's the Enchiridion. And it basically like the side I'm more interested in is Marceline's, because it starts out as Ice King's scrapbook, Simon Petrikov, before he goes crazy. And then as he goes crazy, he gives it to like baby 4-year-old Marceline, and then she like writes in it throughout her life until other stuff happens.
That's really cool. I remember, this might not be the same thing, but in primary school, I guess in like the book section, we had like this Adventure Time book, whereas like the characters would write on it. Like, it'd be a pre-existing thing, but they'd write on it.
Yeah.
Was this that book?
That's the Enchiridion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the characters just, like, don't talk like how they do in the show. You can tell that it's just a completely different, like, group of people.
But
it's really funny.
But despite that, for whatever reason, I've always remembered this. There's, like, this one page where, like, I think Jake and Finn are, like, talking about how, like, crazy Ice King is or whatever, and Marceline writes... Don't say that stuff. He's like this because of the crown or whatever. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
that has stayed in my mind for a while.
Yeah,
you know, because that's...
I love, like, my favorite plot of Adventure Time is the Simon and Marceline plot.
Yeah,
I really like all of that.
I haven't even really like seen every episode because I don't. I need to make I don't make time to actually watch stuff besides YouTube. It's kind of sad, really, but. When I do watch all of Adventure Time and I get up to that, that'll also be my favorite because I like those two characters. And Ice King voice.
And it's like the.
Do you want to
go? Sorry, I just like the whole like post apocalyptic thing of Adventure Time.
Yeah.
And like the whole Simon and Marceline like subplot happens like right after the apocalypse, and like you can sort of see things that will lead up to the world of Adventure Time. Like there's one where you can see like bits of gum and stuff, parts of like the mother gum, which will like the mother gum is a thing that birthed that birthed Princess Bubba. Sorry, I like talking about this show. I could ramble about this show forever.
That's alright.
It's been an interest of mine all my life. I love it. But I think there's like a lot. It's very detailed, and I like that about it.
Yeah. Tom Kenny is great as Ice King, by the way. If you don't know, Tom Kenny also does SpongeBob, his voice. Tom Kenny, he was also
everyone.
He was even in one of my favorite sketch comedy shows, like live action, Mr. Show, with Bob Odenkirk, who you might know from Breaking Bad. So, Gabe,
who does Bob Odenkirk play?
He plays Saul Goodman. He plays Saul Goodman.
Oh, okay.
You gotta know who Bob Odenkirk is, man.
I don't know actors. I'm really bad.
That's alright. But here's what I will say. It was SpongeBob. Do you want to talk about SpongeBob? Do you like SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob.
I was never like the biggest fan like other people say they were. Like it wasn't my childhood show. That was Adventure Time.
That's fair enough.
But like I liked SpongeBob. Like. I said childhood show. I'm sorry. I'm a child. I'm 14. I hate it when children say childhood, but like it wasn't my babyhood show. It's always been Adventure Time, SpongeBob's cool. I like SpongeBob. I can appreciate SpongeBob.
Yes. I actually, I can't even think of like a show I really dislike. Probably because I don't watch too much stuff really nowadays. But I don't know. Can you think of a show you dislike at all? It could be animated or
I'll
otherwise.
say that Teen Titans Go is better than a lot of people make it out to be. Like I actually watched it and I enjoyed it.
You know what? I agree with
I'm not afraid to say that.
People
I used to be afraid to say that.
We're gonna
Like,
we're gonna start a flame war.
As bad. It's pretty funny.
Okay, look. Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. Teen Titans Go. If the characters were not just the Teen Titans and it was like original characters, I can assure you that people will not be so emotionally attached to the show. I can assure you, and it would not have gotten as much hate as it did. I can assure you. God.
That's why that's one of the reasons that I like it. It's taking these characters that people love and just destroying them and throwing them against the wall. And I like it when adaptations do something different. Like, I can respect that.
I have not watched it in a long time. But I remember, like, back in probably around 5 or 6 years ago, I don't know, but, like, I'd watch it on YouTube. Like, I'd go out of my way to watch it. I don't even know how long ago, like, maybe 8 to 5 years ago, I would do this, probably. So, like,
yeah.
And even Rebel Taxi, I think, this YouTuber said he didn't mind it, like, once. So, you know what? I'm gonna rewatch it. Maybe this should be my video essay. This should be my big break. And you can be in it as well.
Ooh, I just want to say another Cartoon Network show that I love is Clarence. I really like Clarence, and I'm super upset.
Let's go.
I think we've talked about it before.
Have
actually,
Have we? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh god.
But I'm really sad that it got cancelled after 3 seasons. It should have gotten more.
I have not been following Clarence in years. But here's what I will say.
I love Clarence.
Okay, look. I think back in 2014, when, like, the first season was airing, I was watching that. I was watching that biz, okay? And let me just say, I think it got misunderstood by people. People call it a slice of life show. Well, I mean, I guess season 1 is a slice of life show. But, like, when you think about it, there's like an episode where they go into, like, Clarence's dream, and it's like surrealism.
Oh, I love that episode.
Yeah.
I love that. That's the one that we've talked about that somewhere before. I don't know where.
On Discord in my server, you made an album that was inspired by it or something. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like,
yeah.
I guess with, like, the earlier episodes, there was a slice of life thing. But then it didn't really turn into that anymore. So I guess maybe, well, I haven't really seen people call those episodes slice of life, so I don't know what the point I'm making is. But my point is, people just didn't appreciate it as much as it should have been, because, like, it's just good. Let me you try and tell me. I need to grasp a point here, but I'm not. I'm just flailing around. Here's my point. The point of this, the way that the characters interact with each other is naturalism in a way. It's reminiscent of a show called Home Movies on Adult Swim, which they actually did, like, a tribute episode about. It's naturalism and the characters. It's like little absurd moments of that are authentic. Absurdity authenticized, and it's just great. It's just great, dude. That's my point. That is my point. I did it. I'm so proud of myself.
Brilliant show.
Thank you.
I like how detailed all of the characters are as well.
Yeah.
Like, you get to know all of the characters' stories and stuff. I wish that Belson was fledged out more. You could tell that they were gonna before the show was cancelled.
Belson,
like,
is the mean character, right?
The rich bully kid, the circular one.
Yeah.
God,
I just thinking back on it, I just freaking love how the main trio interact with each other. Like Clarence, Jeff, and Tom Kenny. I just love.
Yeah, I didn't even know Tom Kenny played sumo until recently.
Yeah, he is great. He's in everything. If you got, like,
he is.
If you got a list of every cartoon on, like, a dartboard and you threw a dart at it, you'd probably get a show of Tom Kenny voice acting in it. That's a fact.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
No.
So, Clarence is great. I don't know what else. What other shows are there? OKKO. Have you seen OKKO?
I tried really hard to get into it, but it never really worked out. Like, I kept coming back to it, trying to watch it, and I enjoyed it while I watched it, but, like, it never really felt like anything special, if that makes sense.
That's fair enough.
Did you enjoy it?
Well, let me show you this. Did you? Oh, gosh dang it. I keep on dropping my random wooden sticks.
What happened?
Okay. I have it on DVD. This is like season 1. I have not seen past what's on this DVD. And I think, what can I say about it? I think I really did enjoy it. Well, I'm trying to think of a points. I need to think of my points better. What was it about this that I enjoyed? I don't know, dude. It had people running around fighting a lot, and it had it was. You tell your points. Why didn't you think it was like anything too special? And then I can say what I think.
Well, I mean, I just like could never really get like that attached to any of the characters or anything, and I don't know what it was. Maybe I'll have better luck coming back to it, but like after watching OKKO, there was never really like I never really wanted to watch the next one or anything. Like I don't know. It's like I guess that's just part of it, like not being very narrative at all. Like in general, it's quite a new plot every episode, which I'm not always a fan of.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, there's episodes where like the main villain, robot foot guy, chicken foot, whatever his name is, I forgot. He teams up with like this purple
Lord Boxman.
Yeah, he teams up with like this purple guy, voiced by a TF2 voice actor. Fun fact, I forgot. I think it was a medic. This purple guy, and there is like an ongoing narrative, I guess, but that doesn't.
Yeah, I do know about that.
That doesn't diminish your point, though. That doesn't diminish the point that every episode is like a Saturday morning cartoon, I guess you could call it, where it's like a new sort of thing, and that's fair enough. I think, when I think of the characters, I think my favorite from memory might be like Enid, the purple hair, or was it pink?
Yeah.
Wait.
I like the character designs. I like how simple everything is. Like, I like simple shapes, and I like close eyes, like touching circular eyes. Yeah. I do like the art style.
Oh yeah, you can. Wait. I'm trying to find my. I actually don't know where the other one is. Okay, whatever. You know, you can see a very vibrant art style. You know, you can tell there was a lot of there was a lot of creative juices that went into that, you could say. Oh, here it is. And it was. And
I like the rough outlines, and I like how simple it all looks. It's nice.
Here's a fun fact: when I was watching it on my TV, I'm not having the Blu-ray, so like when I saw the outlines, like are they kind of like scribbly? I thought there was something.
Yeah, they're rough.
Okay, I just thought maybe. Wait, is my TV like doing this right? I don't know. But no, I know they're actually yeah. But I think I can't really. I don't know if I can give like a good reason, a good point here. But I think I did like the show. It was just some kind of like It was like a you know what? It was kind of like a bite-sized snack, not endorsed. You know, maybe. You know, maybe that's There's a video on YouTube where this guy compares TF2 and Overwatch, and Overwatch is like a big cake, and TF2 is like a Snickers bar or something. You know, I think that
I think I've seen that video. Who's that by? I think
I've
seen that video.
But like that's an analogy that can be brought to many other things. You know, like a grandiose like cake or like a short little snack. So.
Yeah. Now I gotta know who that's by.
Alrighty. While Gabe does this, I will steer the ship on my own.
Yeah. So like I can appreciate OKKO, but I don't really. I don't have any incentive to watch it. Really, I don't enjoy watching it.
That's fair enough.
I enjoy watching it. I don't feel any need to watch it though. Like, I don't know. I've seen like most of it, I think, but like, I don't know.
This reminds me of
just a weird one.
This reminds me of Rocco Bodie from Mega 64. He says he enjoys watching Fuller House, the sequel to Full House, but he doesn't like it, I think.
Yeah.
And people got confused by that claim. As he said, the getters got it. And I'm one of the getters. I got it. Because it's like, you know, I think it's the same quality as the so bad it's good type thing, right?
Yeah.
So, you know. So, yeah. Did you like that noise I just produced?
Was that you?
No, that wasn't. Wait. Close your eyes. There is a robot in my room. That wasn't my mouth.
What?
That was my mouth. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. There is a robot in my room. Oh my gosh, there's a robot. There's a robot in my room.
Is that what? How? Well, it sounds like a kazoo.
Who knows? There's a robot.
You have something down in your hands or something, don't you?
I have an M&M in my hand. It was this guy. Don't worry about it.
Is it just you going? What? How are you?
Do you really think I can produce such a noise from my mouth? Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
You can make noises with your mouth.
I don't know what that noise was, but all I know is that there's a robot here. I can't make those noises with my mouth. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna go to sleep for a second. You should take over the podcast.
So, podcast viewers, have you seen any sports? Did you watch sports actually? Wait, I watched like the European Cup or whatever it's called, and soccer thing, and it went really badly. I didn't enjoy it. It was I don't enjoy sports, but I knew that was like a bad game. I watched it in a pub with people.
What?
It was like the I don't know what I'm saying. This is what happens when you give me free reign to speak.
No. I think the contents of your words are completely fine, but I just Ed at the fact that you were at a quote unquote a pub with some people. Because
I was at a pub with my family because we went away on holiday to a place.
Okay. That makes sense.
And yeah,
I wouldn't really see you as like the beer slinger, you know, who like.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I won't say anything online.
Okay.
Well,
anyways, in regards to this, you saw the Eurovision whatever game.
Yeah.
And it was really bad.
It was really bad because it was really boring. No one scored ever. It was boring.
Here's unsurprisingly, I'm not really that much of a sports person. I didn't even know this Euro thing was happening, really. And like the Super Bowl is something else that people kind of gush about, really. And like obviously for us, you know, we don't really I'm guessing we both don't care. I don't care. But it's like, you know, the Super Bowl, you know, I mean...
I can appreciate what they mean for the culture and stuff, though.
Yeah. I think big Germa 985 streams are my Super Bowl. Alright, that's all.
Yeah.
You know? Because would I rather watch the Super Bowl, or would I rather be able to control Germa 985 in the giant fake house? You know, it just objectively, you gotta choose Germa. Anyways,
yeah,
I haven't actually.
I hate to say this, but I think.
Yeah, go.
Sorry, I feel like we keep cutting each other off.
That's alright.
But like, I feel like my Super Bowl for a bit was like the dream Minecraft manhunts.
That's fair enough.
Like not anymore because they've gotten really bad and boring and samey, but like in peak lockdown in my country was when like manhunts were getting released, and each new manhunt felt so cool and magical, and I'm sort of frustrated with Dream that he's like not really doing anything new now.
That's fair enough.
And that he's just sort of a weird person.
That's fair enough. The thing about that, I haven't really watched Dream besides like the mask video. Which obviously, like, everyone's watched, you know. My friend Karch at my school, he told me, like, I would be the type of person to, like watch Dream and stuff. And I guess...
I don't think so.
I don't know, that's a fair enough assessment. You know, I guess. I don't know, like, maybe I will watch one just to see. But I'm sure there's funny moments. I'm sure there's like big lulls everywhere.
There's not really very many funny moments. He's not really funny. He's just like skilled at Minecraft, but now it just seems like he's faking, which sucks.
So it's just like interesting to watch, really, as opposed to like comedic aspect.
He's not. All of his jokes fall flat when he does try to make jokes. I've never laughed at a joke by Dream.
Are his jokes just like minimal, sort of like ice? No, not ice. Like time breaking things where it's like doing something and it's like, watch out for that mushroom. That mushroom is big.
Yeah.
And that mushroom, if I eat it, I'll get poisoned. Like the bear. The insert reference here, like the bear who got poisoned that one time in the cartoon. Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah.
Did you see the?
I mean, a little. I think it's a lot of just pop culture references and stuff, and like meme references, and none of it is very good.
Well, hey guys, what the dog doing, guys? What the dog doing?
Yeah. Fucking stuff like that.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Here's what I was gonna say. Memes. That's something we should talk about. But first, we've been talking for like an hour at this point or something. I haven't asked you.
Yeah, I think like an hour, 20 minutes.
I haven't asked you this. How's your day going? You know? How's that?
I woke up to a message from you asking me if I wanted to be on a podcast. And then I said yeah. And I went downstairs and I got my mom's webcam. And then, yeah.
And that's it.
And then I did my makeup.
And now we're doing it. And that's your day.
And now we're doing it, yeah.
Okay.
It's been pretty good. I've enjoyed speaking.
Thank you very much. Right now, it's the 20...
Yeah.
Wait, it's the 29th of August, just for reference. And I guess today, I haven't really done anything. Like, that's the point I was bringing up earlier. Like, I feel like I don't really do that much, and I feel like I should do more in terms of working on my creative projects. But you say, I will feel some kind of satisfaction in the fact that you say I think you have done a lot of stuff, and I think I'm good with that thought in my mind. That's a good thing to think. So yes, thank you. And
cool.
Do you have any? What's your basis on saying that, if I may ask? Like, what do you have to say about that?
I think for like someone, like for people like us who are pretty like well off, I'd say, like, no, we're not like on the streets or anything. I think that life's goal is happiness and stuff, and if you're happy without hurting anyone, then that's just good, and then you should do whatever you want. And maybe you'll be like frustrated working on something to be happy later, or maybe you'll just be like chilling now and be happy now. But like, it's good to just do whatever you can to be happy, I think, as long as it's chill and not hurting anybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, you just said that to make me feel better about myself.
I said that to try and be profound for a podcast.
No.
But really, I'm 14 years old.
The fact that I've done a lot of stuff, that I've made a lot of stuff, you were just saying that to make me feel better about myself.
I think I just said that because it's a fact. Like, how many videos are on your channel? I can't say I've seen all of them, but
that's fair enough.
I think that you're making what you want to make, and I think that's awesome.
Well, thank you.
Like,
I'm guessing you're looking it up now, right?
Yeah, I'm scrolling through it all now, and I'm looking at images of you as like a little kid 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah. Tally
Hall and video fan made.
Yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. I've seen this before. Like, this was one of the first Tally Hall things I saw.
Whoa. And you're like a fan, and that was like one of the first things you saw.
Yeah, one of the first things.
Before we met as well.
One of them.
Wow.
Before we met. Yeah, like I said, like I had seen your name around a lot before we started talking.
That's cool.
For a good couple months. because even before I started like talking to ETH, I was a fan of Tally Hall.
How did you meet ETH because ETH made that one Tally Hall video?
I had actually seen ETH in like years before that when he made his Batman Piderman video.
I don't
which is
remember.
like a web series.
I don't recognize that name, so I'll have to look into that.
It's like a cute like animated thing. It's really nice and funny. And ETH made a video on it, and I saw him like 2-3 years before we started talking when I was really young and on YouTube. And then I didn't see him again until I saw his like Tally Hall video, and then I was like, well, we both like these things. I'm gonna email him to collaborate, and then we collaborated on a video, and I had him on for a segment on my video about Louis Zong. And then we talked a little, but yeah,
that's cool. It's very cool. So yeah. I think, how long have we been going on for? Has it been like an hour and like 45 minutes? Because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Okay. If you would like, I don't know, like I don't know if you're busy today, because like, I kind of got that feeling. I think when you said you had like 6 hours.
I have a thing on at 4 where I'm watching New Guy with my family at the movies, which I'm.
Oh yeah.
Is it called New Guy? It's not called New Guy. It's called like Normal Guy or
Free
something.
Guy, I think, right?
What's the Free Guy? Yeah, New Guy is the Twitter comic.
God, I remember that.
That was awesome.
I love the internet's response to that when they made like the New Guy like this.
Yeah.
Like the respectable character that he is. He's wow.
The thing is, the funny thing about that is that at the time I was following a lot of creators who were like friends with the person who created the New Guy comic, and so they were all like, "Stop like being mean to this poor person," and I was like, "They made these stupid comics," and I was like, "It's like they deserve to be made fun of. That's a really stupid comic."
And all right, look, I don't want to get into this type of drama stuff. But I think this person also kind of recently made a comic, where like there was a character who like stole stuff from like art shops.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
That wasn't recently though.
That was like last year.
That was like last year.
I don't know why I said recent, but it was more recent than that. That's what I meant.
More recent than New Guy.
Yeah.
Their second abomination of a comic.
I don't appreciate that comic. Which is needless to say, but like, I don't even need to say anything. All right, I don't need to say anything.
Stealing is really lame. Because
I mean, why would you? Of all the things you can draw, why would you draw that? You know, of all of the stories you can convey, you're gonna make a story about how you steal stuff. What else even happens that's actually like fun or good? What goodness can you acquire from that? You know, I don't know, man. I do not know.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your favorite meme?
My favorite meme. That's a good one.
I know my answer. If you want, I can say mine.
I'm trying to think really hard. Like my favorite like one meme video, or like my favorite just like sort of widespread internet joke.
You can make like different categories if you want.
You
can say different things.
I'm trying to think.
While you think, I'll say my favorite meme. My favorite meme is "We are number one." And
oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I can list off my reasonings. First of all, I've always loved that song. Well, I mean, I talk like I've seen it like from when I was a kid. But I mean, I did watch Lazy Town as a kid. But like when the memes came out of Lazy Town, it reminded me of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I remember that random show. That was really cool that experience. But like the song itself is pretty great. Actually, I actually really like it because I mean, I don't need to say why. It's just great. And also the memes, the people who enjoy the memes were like donating to Stephen Carl Stevenson and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure Mr. Mango Head or whoever started the meme to spread awareness about Stephen Carl Stephenson or something. Because like, if you don't know, he was.
Oh wow.
I forgot what the condition was, but he was like undergoing medical stuff, and like people were donating and discovering him and his work on Lazytown as Robbie Rodden, and donating to help him out and fundraising and stuff. Like that was a big aspect to why like it's a great meme, because it actually helped in a positive way, as opposed to many memes which kind of like epitomize like bullying in some way, you know. So
yeah. I'm trying to make think of a meme that made a difference like that. I swear that there were some.
Yeah.
But the second I'm asked any question about anything, I draw a blank. So
that's fine. One more thing. People got really creative with the We Are Number One memes as well, because like the covers and everything, and like the way it's a really creative meme, and it's versatile and it's so dense, and it's just great. So yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have an answer?
My first thought is like the Shrek meme, but I don't really like all that. I think that's really corny at this point.
Yeah.
I liked what it did with like Shrek Retold and stuff, but
oh yeah.
I'm so.
That's alright.
Let me look up. The place I speak most is like a WhatsApp group chat with my friends, and I'm just gonna look up the term meme and see what I've said about it.
I think I don't really use WhatsApp, but like my mum told me to get it, and I'm in like 2 group chats with like family members, so I barely go on that.
Yeah.
I use like Discord the most in terms of social media on the internet, like, or like social media in general, you know. So yes.
Yeah. I can't think of anything. I think. Wait, that's crazy. Wait.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Wait, I'm gonna make. Do you see that?
Pictures.
It like it turns all white when I do this.
Yeah, it does.
So like, what I'm gonna do,
like...
guys, I'm gonna do a really epic Freddy Fazbear jump scare. Watch this. It's not working. It's not working. Just forget it. All right.
That's not how. Yeah.
All right. I think maybe I feel like we've said a lot of stuff, and maybe this would be a good note to end it on. If you can't think of an answer, that's fine.
I'm happy to. I feel so bad. I'm gonna like scroll through like my Instagram likes or something. Right. I need to find something.
That's alright. If you ever want to do another episode, then maybe you can reveal the answer if you find one.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's like I'll keep them waiting.
Yes.
Oh,
we don't have.
That's cool.
We don't have a question.
It's a cliffhanger.
Wait, we don't have a question of the episode. Oh my gosh, we've been doing this.
The question of the episode is, what is Gabe 2IJ's favorite meme? And
you know what? Fair enough. And
I'll say that right now. My favorite meme is, and then we end the episode there, and there it cuts off. That's that.
I think you know what I'm going to do. I think you know that I know that my response to that would be to continue the episode despite your telling of that statement in an attempt to embarrass you in a way that has been done many times by people who do entertainment stuff, but I will do it anyway to embarrass you. Also, here's how we'll actually end it. I have one last question. Why do you have 275 on your left cheek? You have 275, the numbers.
You can read that?
Like,
you can read that? Yeah.
It says 275. What's that about?
So, 2 times 75 is 150. And 150 times 2 is 300. And there's no reason for the numbers.
I'm going to sleep. Good night.
There's no reason for the numbers. I have a whole tray of numbers.
I'm going to sleep now. Good night.
I'll think of some sort of...
Just end it. Just do some ending. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good.
Okay. I'll play some ending music that you can't hear, but it'll be lullaby music. That's a YouTube ad.
What you know about